June 4th, 2015. Right on the heels of verticutting our fairways last week, we're doing the same procedure on our greens this week. We went very lightly this time, knowing that the greens are still in some recovery mode from the aerifying. We're dethatching in two directions here. Once this is finished, we will then begin applying a very light coating of top dressing. This is a much lighter application than when we do our aerifying. Again, we're not trying to fill holes here, we're just trying to fill some of those slits to firm up the surface after the verticutting. And thankfully, maple keys are starting to slow down. It's been about 2 weeks of labor-intensive blowing. I think you could characterize this spring in one word, which is dry. For the most part, it started cool. It has warmed up a little bit in the last few weeks, but again, it's been extremely dry, as you can see by some of the parched and burnt out areas on the perimeters of the course. Two of the biggest factors that are contributing to the drying on the golf course are not only the high UV, we're approaching the summer equinox when the sun is at its fullest strength, but as well we've had some continuous winds. It seems like weeks of steady wind, which is helping dry everything right out. And on top of all that, there's been very low humidity. Any of the seeded stump holes that aren't caught by the irrigation system have to be hand watered with our portable water tanker. This past weekend we did see some relief from the drying conditions. We had a 24-hour rain which gave us about 1.75 inches. And finally, the area on number 18 New Path has been seeded to wildflowers for Operation Pollinator.